Welcome, YouTube. This is Sean Fry, Sly88 Fry here with my friend John. We've often worked together to run our Twitch channel, Electrified Network, which we'll get back to streaming on again in the future. But anyways, how you doing, John?
I'm doing great, Sly. I am really looking forward to watching the video. So should I give some context of what we're going to be reacting to?
Go for it.
So, Sean, I've been, as some of you might know, the videos I've done with Sean in the past, I'm a really huge DC fan. And the last few nights, I watched the last 2 parts of the 5-part Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. The CW does crossover events every year with their all their CW DC shows. This was the biggest one yet because it's based on one of my favorite comic books of all time, Crisis on Infinite Earths. The new characters interact with some of the old characters, so they had to like come up with this idea of like the Golden Age and the Silver Age were 2 separate Earths. Like, for example, like there were still Superman and Batman that were Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne, but when there was a Flash that was called Jay Garrick and a Green Lantern called Alan Scott, they reimagined those characters as Barry Allen Flash and Hal Jordan Flash, but they were like still interacting with the same Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. To avoid confusion, they just made 2 different, because fans would always wonder, hey, what happened to that Jay Garrick guy? And then in one comic, the 2 Flashes meet. If you guys have seen any films from the DC Extended Universe, basically the equivalent to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and if you guys ever watched the CW shows, which is like their own TV universe, there's 2 Flashes that are meeting for the first time. And Sean hasn't seen any of the CW shows, so I thought I would help you guys, the viewers, and Sean give you that context.
All right, thank you, John. I really appreciate you coming in to help me out with this. I know I got this jacket of the Flash. My wife got it for me at Hot Topic. I love this jacket. Anybody who sees me in this jacket loves this jacket. It is an awesome jacket. And at some point, I swear, and this is for everybody watching, I swear I'm going to watch The Flash on CW. I have to. I've heard it was really great, and I want to watch it, and I want to learn more about the character and everything. I think this jacket is cool, but for now, I think it's safe to say I'm a poser for wearing this but not watching Flash. So, anyways, let's watch this video and react to it. And sorry about the recording method, guys. OBS Studio was refusing to acknowledge the existence of my webcam, so I'm gonna have to watch it this way with the video on the left side of the screen and us on the right side of the screen. Alright, let's do this. I guess if it didn't, I could always just edit it or something. Alright, I gotta...
Hello? What the hell is this?
Asking myself the same question.
That's awesome.
Really? No, this can't be happening. What are you doing here?
Well, I'll tell you that when you tell me where here is. Is this cosplay? Oh, do you want a selfie, bro? I'm sorry.
We're not. No, I'm also the Flash.
Those are the what?
The Flash.
The Flash?
What? Really?
Flash.
Complicated.
I like your outfit. It seems
Freaking
comfy.
Yours is pretty cool.
Smooth. Safe. Believable.
That's awesome.
About Barry Allen. No! What does that mean? How can
This should be impossible now.
possible now?
You don't know about the.
Oh my god, don't do this to me. I don't know about the what. Okay. I don't figure this was possible.
What does this mean?
Okay, that was awesome. So I guess that was just a quick scene within the show of Flash, I'm guessing? Just one scene in the show Flash?
Of the 5-part crossover event, because you got Arrow, you got Flash, you got Supergirl, you got Legends of Tomorrow,
yeah,
and you got Batwoman.
Oh, I gotta watch all those shows. I've heard Supergirl was really good, actually. I never seen it, but I've heard it was really good. And I want to watch, was it Green Arrow, you said?
On the show, they thought the term Green Arrow would be too comic booky when the first when the show first started. They just went
okay.
with Arrow to make it more streamlined, mainstream for the audiences.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna full screen us right now. Awesome. Well, I really enjoyed that. That was an awesome scene. It was funny. It was epic. It was just really cool to see two Flashes on screen. And so what do you think this means, by the way?
Well, first of all, Sean, with that jacket, is that cosplay?
I guess so. I just wear this all the time, and I'm cosplaying as Flash a lot. It would be so fitting for me in my early 20s when I used to run pretty quickly. Now I'm 31, and I can still run, but it's not anywhere close to the speed I used to go.
To answer your question, Sean, well, I have a couple theories. Like I mentioned earlier with the multiverse, because the first time the multiverse was well established in like any of the CW shows was like when the Flash actually went to Supergirl's Earth.
Okay.
And he explained the multiverse to her. And it's very interesting that these two have been very prominent with each other. Well, because I know one thing, I never watched Glee, but the two actors that play Flash and Supergirl, Ezra Miller and Melissa Benoist, they were actually on Glee, so they have great chemistry together because they used to work together a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That whole scene, it does mean a number of things. Could mean it could mean the DCU could be changed going forward. We might see, we might know that because what Crisis did is it alternated the multiverse. You're going to see subtle differences, and with the DCEU now being a part of this greater live action multiverse, it's very possible that that might be the last time we see Ezra Miller. It might be a new actor who plays Flash. Or might explain why Robert Pattinson's playing Batman now instead of Ben Affleck.
I never even thought about that. That's a good one. Yeah. As far as I know, I believe Ben Affleck lost his passion to play Batman because of all the restrictions Warner Brothers put him in. He just got sick of it. He never would openly admit that, obviously. But, I believe that's why he quit playing Batman. But now that Robert Pattinson's going to play him, doing this crossover might better explain, why there's a different person playing Batman. Maybe it's not the same Batman.
Maybe it's not. I know not many people watch, the CW shows as they do watch the movies.
Yeah,
but
don't get me wrong. The CW shows in the CW do have a big fan base, though. The CW, to be honest, when it comes to shows from regular television that I enjoy watching, I don't watch regular television, but I'll watch them on Netflix, Hulu, whatever. I think the CW has some of the most interesting ones. Just the problem is they're a little more time consuming for me. But I find shows from the CW in general, whether it's Nikita, The 100, or eventually I'll get around to Smallville. I've watched a couple episodes of that, and then the other superhero shows. They're all really interesting. So I'm sure they have a decent fan base.
Yeah, and even Smallville in one of the earlier parts of Crisis has an appearance as well. They go all out. They get as many references to the live action TV shows and movies of the past. There's an Adam West Batman reference. There's a Michael Keaton Batman reference.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I don't know. It's they just really wanted to do the most fan servicey thing, that. Not even Marvel, I think, has accomplished. Because you're never going to see. I don't know if you'll ever see Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland in the same room.
I would love to actually see that, though. Wouldn't you? That would be awesome to see all three of the Spider-Men in the same room. That would be... kind of into the Spideyverse, there was a bunch of different Spider-Men from different universes, but, having the three actors who played the live-action Spider-Men, I think that'd be fun to see them all in the same room. Tobey Maguire, have you seen him? He doesn't even look like he's even aged, even though it's been... How long? 13 years since he was in a Spider-Man film?
Yeah, it's been a long... they could always do it, maybe in the Into the Spider-Verse sequel, maybe in animated form. All three could voice, because Tom Holland actually does have a contract with Sony and not Disney, so that is possible that all three of them can, voice their roles in animated form,
Yeah, or they could do kind of like Family Guy, Road to the Multiverse, and at one point go to the live-action real-world thing and be like, oh, there they are, but that'd be asking for a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm frightened.
Let's go. Love it.
Hate it. Love it.
Hate it.
Brian, this feels weird.
Hit the button.
I've seen like in animated form, different types of multiverse happen with other franchises.
Oh yeah.
Ninja Turtles and you know, the Simpsons to some extent. I think you know DC and Marvel, they kind of made the concept kind of like popular, you know, and without, you know, that's kind of how it, you know, Crisis on Infinite Earths or Crisis on Two Earths opened the door for those crossovers to happen. Even this earlier this year in the animated direct-to-video Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go, like they had a whole bunch of different versions of the Titans from the comics, from like one of the other animated stuff. I think they tried getting the live-action Titans to do it, but I didn't really work. But
okay, well, I look forward to where they're going to go with the two Flashes appearing on screen at one point. Maybe in a future DCEU film, they'll have the TV show, the CW Flash, appear on screen with the movie Flash for one scene, like they did with the movie Flash appearing on scene for the CW Flash in the show. That'd be interesting if they kind of did, you know, the reverse, you know. So anyways, thank you so much for being a part of this, helping me with this react, because you definitely have a lot more knowledge about all this comic book stuff in comparison to me. Please click that bell icon for notifications, otherwise you probably will never know when I upload a video, even if you subscribe. And thank you so much for joining me, John.
No problem, Sean. We'll do this again sometime.
That sounds awesome.